I began experimenting with the Adobe Photoshop software when I was in my first year of college, so since then I have built up my knowledge of the program. Because of this, however, it means I'm still not as experienced as some of my classmates who may have the software at home. However, for this project I often use sources, predominantly YouTube, to increase the ways in which I could add certain effects in order to improve my product. Adobe Premiere was used in order to produce my final music video. Prior to this project, I had used this software once before in order to firstly create a practice music video at the end of my first year when studying media at college. By doing that, I was able to learn the very basics. I also recognised what I would have to do this year as part of this project. Film more footage than I thought I'd initially need, for one, and also have a better understanding of the basic tools in the software, such as how to crop footage and add simple effects. I do believe I used the software quite effectively, ending up with a semi-professional looking music video. This was achieved by loosely following the storyboard I created and by simply experimenting with all the various effects available to me. I made sure to not go overboard with the effects, though as doing so could have easily made my music video look unprofessional and tacky. From the beginning of my projects, I changed between using the Apple Mac and PCs available at college. The Apple Mac was used more in the initial stages, mainly for carrying out the different tasks needing research. Final Cut Pro was used to put together my animatic. I had no real issue with using the Apple Mac desktop platform, as I have experience using the system at home, therefore I was comfortable carrying out the small individual tasks. Although I had no previous history of using the Final Cut Pro software, I only used it briefly for the ancillary text. As this didn't require filters adding onto the video footage, therefore I was just adding clips one after another to my music soundtrack. Using a blog to exhibit my work as part of AS and A2 has helped me to develop my technological skills. For instance, I've learned how to create posts, upload images and embed videos from YouTube, as well as create links to additional websites. I put all my research and planning onto my blog, and it has also been better in terms of accessibility and is a more efficient way to keep track of tasks and progress. Throughout the planning and production process, I used a college camera to capture photographs. I also researched photography techniques and also received feedback from people who were experienced when taking photographs. I made sure that I took multiple shots of the subject from different angles, just in case the shot didn't turn out as planned. Before all photographs I took were uploaded to my blog, so that my audience could see my thought process. The camera was used for the video from college again. At times I had difficulty using the autofocus and manual focus settings, but after talking to one of the staff members with experience, he directed me in a way that I would no longer have the issue when shooting footage for my music video. Facebook allowed me to communicate with both classmates and the individuals that feature in my music video. Using the messenger system available on the website, I organised the different dates I intended on filming, as well as the props I had to prepare if I wanted to include them. The weather was also a topic of discussion when using the social media website, as I planned the dates I would film around the weather conditions. Without Google and other search engines, this media project would be a very complex process, although as we now have access to the World Wide Web, as Sir Tim Berners-Lee founded it, this has meant that we are able to carry out research into the areas necessary. We spend most of our time on the internet, and so creating blogs allows us to work within our comfort zones. My iPhone provided me with a way to get on the Facebook application. In one part of my music video, I required the actual soundtrack using the Apple Music. software, I was able to play this as I downloaded it, therefore I could play it without Wi-Fi connection. This was beneficial when recording the lip sync section of my music video. These websites feature on my blog as I believe they made my work more exciting to look at than if I had just written up on a blog post. Prezi is probably my favourite as it allowed me to create interactive presentations that allowed the audience to follow a set path through the presentation or click around as they saw fit. I used this software in my previous AS Music magazine project. SlideShare also allowed me to embed my PowerPoints onto my blog. I used this website last year as well, although I don't think I learned anything more from using it this year. Although I also came across some negatives that were frustrating at times, one being using Prezi and inserting text appeared to be a simple task, but sometimes could become tedious and frustrating. Use YouTube when researching existing products in the indie music genre. Due to the wide range of music videos available on YouTube, this allowed myself to complete an in-depth analysis but also seek inspiration for my own original products. Again, I used Google to research codes and conventions of my product, as Google is vast and there are so many links to information.